Hello everyone, I am Ajay. Today we are diving into the details of two significant criminal cases that captured national attention in India. Before we dive into these cases, let me introduce myself. My name is Ajay Krishnan, pursuing MSc in Data Analysis at Christ University. I am passionate about uncovering the stories behind the legal proceeding and shedding light on the various facets of the Indian judicial system. Through thorough research and analysis, I am aiming to provide you an insightful perspective on this case while maintaining respect for the victim and their families. Today, we are diving into two gripping criminal cases. Let's begin with the case 1, where the harrowing event of the Nirbhaya case unfolded, sending shockwaves across the nation and beyond. The Nirbhaya case. This is the case that sparkled widespread protest and triggered changes in major rape laws in India. The gruesome and horrific gang rape of Jyoti Singh, also called Nirbhaya, brought the entire youth of India to the street. Instead of the victim shaming, the people of the India screamed her name as it had become a source of strength in the face of the fear of the unsafe nature of the Delhi streets. Women and the youth weak seemed to have enough, and they were poised to fight for their right. After the lengthy legal battle, the accused were finally hanged in Tihar jail in March 2020. The changes made in the rape law were substantial. A committee was set up under the former judge of the Supreme Court, J.S. Verma, to suggest amendment to the criminal law. The report found that the crimes against women were directly linked to the failure of the government and the police. The significant suggestion of the report were to make the rape punishable to the life sentence instead of the death, as it has seen that the death sentence did not act as deterrent and cleared ambiguity over the control of the Delhi police in such cases. The committee, however, didn't favor the setting and the official age of the juvenile at 16 rather than 18. For starters, through the Criminal Law Amendment Act in 2013, the definition of the rape has changed in Section 375 to include the insertion of any object in the vaginal or rectum of a woman. Further, the punishment of the rape is 7 years at least and may extend up to the life imprisonment. Any man, be it a police officer, a medical officer, a army professional, a jail officer or a public officer or a public servant, who commit rape may be imprisoned for at least 10 years as per section 376. Punishment of the life imprisonment extended to death was prescribed for the situation wherein the rape concludes with the death of the victim or the victim being in the vegetative state as per section 376A. The gang rape has been prescribed punishment of at least 20 years under the newly amended section 376D. The new amendment also defined consent to mean an equivocal agreement to engage in a particular sexual act, clarifying further that the absence of the resistance will not imply consent. In this case, 6 people were involved. Out of the 6 people, one was a minor and other one committed suicide. And other 4, Mukesh Singh, Vinay Sharma, Akshay Thakur and Pawan Gupta, all were sentenced to death by hanging in the Tihar jail in March 2020. These sentences were a result of the fast-tracked trial that took place in the aftermath of the crime due to the public outcry and pressure. The severity of the punishment reflects the heinous nature of the crime and serves as a deterrent against the similar offense in the future. Now, As we reflect on the profound impact of the Nirbhaya case and its implication for the justice in India, let's pivot our attention to the another significant chapter in the country's legal history. Our next case delves into the complex interplay of the relationship and betrayal, underlying a narrative that captivated the nation. The Neeraj Grover case. The Neeraj Grover case. Neeraj Grover was a media executive. His friend Maria Monica was a Kannada actress who wanted to work in the TV industry. When she moved to Mumbai, Maria befriended Grover and they soon entered into an intimate relationship. However, Maria started having doubts about whether Grover was serious about aiding her career. The prosecution alleged that the plan to kill Grover was hatched in 6th May 2008 when Maria contacted Emily Jerome Joseph, her fiancé. On 7th May 2008, both Maria and Joseph killed Grover and chopped up his body. Later, Maria confessed to her crimes and led the police to place where the body parts were burned. She also stated that Joseph had forced her to commit the act with him with the threat of the rape. Later, Maria retracted the confession statement. According to the court's analysis of Maria's confession, it was concluded that only Joseph was responsible for the murder of the victim. After considering the evidence, the court held the accused guilty of both causing disappearance and destruction of the evidence. The prosecution proved that the Joseph killed the victim, but the defendant pleaded the first exception to the murder, that is, culpable homicide due to the grave and sudden provocation. The court ruled out premeditation on the part of Joseph and maintained that he was under provocation. Both the accused were charged under Section 201 for causing the disappearance of the evidence, with the maximum penalty of 3 years. Joseph was charged under Section 301 of the IPC for culpable homicide not amounting to murder and was given 10 years of imprisonment as well as the fine of 50,000. Maria was convicted under Section 201 of the IPC for destruction of the evidence and was given 3 years of imprisonment and a fine of 50,000. Joseph was also convicted under the same offense and given the same punishment, for which his sentence would run concurrently. As we conclude our exploration of these two gripping criminal cases, we are left with profound understanding of the intricacies of the Indian judicial system and the human condition. From the heartbreaking tragedy of the Nirbhaya case to the intricate web of deceit in Neeraj Grover case, we have witnessed the resilience of the victim, the pursuit of the justice, and the complexities in the legal process. These cases serve not only as a reminder to the atrocities that can occur, but also a beacon of the hope for a society committed to the holding perpetrators accountable and providing closure to those affected. As we move forward, let us continue to strive for a society where justice is not just a goal, but a fundamental right for all. Thank you for joining me on the journey of discovery and introspection. Together, let us continue to shine a light of the path towards a more just and equitable future. Thank you.